Here I have a short data file to demonstrate the material editor. In this use command, the pipe material code S7 is showing an error since it is not defined. The fitting group code GLS is also showing an error for not being defined. This leads to errors in the pipe command's nominal size and fitting parameters. First, I will define the S7 pipe material code. I can open the material editor by selecting the Tools menu, then Materials, or by clicking the Truck Tool button on the toolbar. The Add button in the bottom left corner changes based upon what is selected in the tree view. After selecting Pipe or any pipe material code, I can use this button to create a new pipe material code. The Create button is disabled because SHC won't let me create an invalid material code. For example, if I type in an existing material code, the Create button is still not available. We are creating the S7 material code and that code does not exist, so I may create it. If you wish to copy the internal diameters from another material, you may select that here. We will not be doing that in this example, so I can simply hit the Create button. The description field should be filled out for proper reporting. Select your default fitting group. This will be used if the fitting group is not specified in the use command. For the SHC proposal system, fill out the wet pipe C factor. And for the Darcy equation, fill out the absolute roughness values. Now I can enter the internal diameter information in the table below. Any nominal size may also be used. For this example, I have data for nominal sizes from 1.5 inch to 4 inch. Pressing the Enter key advances me to the next cell. Since I am not entering metric data, I can just hit the Enter key 3 times after the internal diameter value to get to the next row. After saving and exiting the editor, I see the errors have cleared for material code S7 and the pipe command's nominal size. The new material code is working. Now, I will reopen the material editor and add the GLS fitting group. As before, I need to select the correct item in the selection tree to create a new entry. For fitting groups, that is the fittings entry. Once again, SHC will not allow me to create an invalid or duplicate fitting group code. I am not copying equivalent links from any other fitting group, so I may now click the Create button. I always fill out the description for reporting purposes. When defining a new fitting group, a secondary fitting group should be selected that makes sense for the material or your geographic area. For me, that is NFPA. So if I use this new fitting group and the fitting code is not defined in it, SHC will search the NFPA fitting group. SHC needs to know the material the equivalent links are defined for, or SHC will not be able to adjust links for different diameters or C factors. Most equivalent links in my work area are defined for Schedule 40 steel pipe and a C factor of 120. Now that I've created the new fitting group, I can select it in the tree and add a fitting. I recommend using the E fitting code for standard elbows. Again, the description field should be filled out for proper reporting. Similar to pipe material information, I may define an equivalent length for any nominal size. To demonstrate, I will just define the 2-inch nominal size entry for now. Saving and exiting, I can see the error is cleared for the GLS fitting group and for the elbow fitting code. Since this file successfully calculated, I can check the 2-inch internal diameter is correct for S7. I can also verify the elbow's equivalent length is coming from the new fitting group and getting adjusted correctly.